Hello children, good afternoon everyone. Myself Uma. Welcome back to our online session of Standard 2 Subject English Grammar. Today we are going to learn about question words. Let's see few examples of this question words. What do you see here? Here is given one sentence. Who is your teacher? Next one. Where do you stay? Next one. How will you go home? So these all are the sentences of the question words. These question sentences have a special words. Which are the special words? Who, where, how. These are the special words which begins with capital letter and ends with question mark. So question words means the question sentences have a special words which begins with capital letter and ends with question mark. So let's see few more question words. How to use these question words to frame question sentences. Now here which question word is given here? Here is given a question word who. The word who is used to ask about people. Question word who is used to ask about people. Let's see the example how we have used this question word who to frame question sentence. Can you see here? What is given here? Here is a school and one girl. Picture of a school and a picture of a girl. Let's see how this question word is used to frame a question sentence. Who is going to school? Again you see here that the question sentence begins with capital letter and ends with question mark. Who is going to school? What do you see here? Who is going to school? The girl. So the girl indicates that means we are asking the question. We use the word who to ask the question. For what? About people. Understood everyone? Let's see another one. Now which question word is given here? Where. The word where is used to ask about places. So let's see how this question word where is used to frame sentence. Now what do you see here? Here is given one fish tank. Yes or no? One pot inside there, fish is there. Now the word where will use to ask about place. Where does the fish swim? Can you see here? Where does the fish swim? In water. So the word where is used to ask about place. Where does the fish swim? The fish swim in the water. Let's see next one. Now here again the word what. It's a special word is given how to use to frame question sentence. The word what is used to ask about objects, things. The word what is used to ask about objects. Let's see one example of this. How to frame the question sentence? Yes. So what do you see here in this picture? There is a girl, boy and it's a toy shop. Is it? Now let's see how we frame the sentence by using the special word what. What are you doing to buy? Here we use the word what to ask about the objects or the things. Now what are you going to buy? Here it's a toy shop. Definitely we buy toys. So toys will come under an object. Yes or no? So the word what we use to ask about objects. So what are you going to buy? We are going to buy toys. Understood everyone, children? We'll see the next one. Now which question word is given here? The word when. The word when is used to ask about time. The special word. This to frame a question sentence, the word when is used to ask about time. Let's see the example of this. So what is given here? A boy is eating. Yes? So the question we frame by using the special word. When do you eat dinner? So tell me, when you eat your dinner? We will eat our dinner at night. That means the night indicates the time. So the word when is used to ask about time. When do you eat your dinner? At night. Let's see one more example here. Now here another question word is given, why. The word why is used to ask about the reasons. The question word why is used to ask about reasons. Let's see the example of that. Now here again the boy is eating. Now the word why, special word, we use to frame sentence. So why is used to ask about reasons. Why are you eating food? Now here I am asking the reason. Why are you eating food? Because I am hungry. Yes or no? You are telling the reason. Why are you eating your food? Because I am hungry. The word why is used to ask about reasons. Let's see next one. Now here which special word is given in a question sentence to frame? The word how. The word how is used to ask about the descriptions or manner of doing something. The word how is used to ask about description or manner of doing something. Let's see example of this. Now here the word, special word we use in a question word to frame a sentence. How will you go home? Now here the description by manner is asking by manner. How do you will go home? So the boy is giving the answer by car. I will go by car. The word how we use to ask about the description or manner of doing thing. Let's see one more example of this. Now in this how many, we'll use the question word how many to ask about countable quantity. How many means you have to ask about countable quantity. Let's see the example of this. Now we have what you see here in this picture. There are one child and many children. There are many children. We can count these children. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now how many children were there? How many children were there? There are 4 children. Yes or no? There are 4 children. So how many we use to ask about the countable things, countable nouns. Is it? Let's see one more example now. Now here is given the question word how much. In the previous slide we have seen the word how many we have used to ask about countable things. Now here how much we used to ask about uncountable things, the things which we cannot count. Let's see the example of this. How much do you love your parents? Here is given the question, how much do you love your parents? So it's a countable. We cannot count how much we are loving to our parents, yes or no? So how much is used to ask about uncountable things. How much do you love your parents? There is no counting. Yes or no? We will ask how many chocolates you will eat. That we will count the chocolates. 1, 2, 3, 4. I ate 5 chocolates. I ate 4 chocolates. But here in the special word how much will use to ask about uncountable things. The love we cannot. So we have learned how many and how much how to use the special words to frame question sentences. So how many we will use to ask about countable things and how much we'll use to ask about uncountable things. So question words means the question sentences have a special words which begins with capital letter and hence with question mark. So the question words like what, where, why, how, who, which. They are known as question words. Question words like what. What we use to ask about objects, things. Where we use to ask about places. Why we use to ask about reasons. How we use ask about how many, how much for the countable and uncountable things. Who is used to ask about people, person, and which is used to ask about the choices. So these all the words are known as question words. These are the special words begins with capital letter and ends with question mark. So let's see few more examples of the question words. So what do you see here? Here it's a clock. The clock is a object. Now tell me which question word we will use to frame a question sentence? Yes, right. What is the time? The word what we will use to ask about object. So what is the time? It is 2 o'clock. Let's see another one. What is given here? It's a pencil box and there are the pencils. So can you see the pencils, where the pencils are? So we use the word where. Where is your pencils? It is in my compost box. That means the word where we use to ask about the place. Where are the pencils? The pencils are in the compost box. We'll see the next one. What do you see here? It's a school and here one boy was standing. So why we are going to school? Why you all are going to school? To study. Yes or no? It's a reason. So how you will frame the sentence? Why do you go to school? Because I want to study. The word why we use to ask about the reasons. Let's see another one. What do you see here? It's a girl. Now tell me which question word we will use to frame a question sentence? It's a girl, means person. Yes, right. Who is she? The word who we use to ask about person or people. Who is she? She is my sister. So all of you understood, children? Let's one more example here. What is given here? There are different colors of pens are given. Red, yellow, green, blue, pink. Now, I like pink pen. You like red pen. She like green pen. So, what you understood? This, which word we will use to frame a sentence? Yes, right. Which one is your pen? The red one is my pen. That means the word which we use to ask about the choices. So which one? is your pen. The red one is my pen. Now here, what do you see here? Here one chocolate box is given and we have to count the chocolates. Now count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can count the chocolates here. Yes or no, children? So which question word we will use? Yes, right. How many? The word how many is used to ask about the countable things. How many chocolates are there in the box? There are 9 chocolates in the box. We can count the chocolates. So that's why here we use how many. How many is used to ask about the countable things. Let's see one more example. What do you see here? It's a sack of rice. Now tell me, this sack of rice we can count? No. So it will come uncountable. So which question word we use here? Very good. We use how much. How much rice is there in the sack? Now in the sack there was a rice. We cannot count this rice. It's an uncountable thing. That's why how much. We use the word how much to ask about uncountable things. How much rice is there in the sack? Children, hope you all of you understood this topic very well. How to use question words. The question sentences have a special words which begins with a capital letter and ends with question mark. And we have learned how to use the special words to frame question sentences. So let's do one activity so you can understand the topic better. Now can you read the sentence, children? Here the first sentence is given, dash, do cats win? Now what does the cats win? Milk. So milk will come under thing. So I explained the before. So which question word will use to ask about object or thing? Yes. What? What do cats eat? What we use to ask about objects. We'll see the next one. Dash does a bird live? Now tell me, bird lives in a nest. So which question word we will use? Here the place came. So the word where. Very good. The word where is used to ask about places. Where does a bird live? Bird lives in a nest. Very good. We'll see the next one. Dash is the sky so blue? Now which question word will use? The sky is blue. Yes or no? The question word will come why. Then we are asking why the sky is so blue. The sky is blue. Yes or no? We'll see the next one. Dash teaches you. Again, here teacher is teaches you. The teacher will come under person or people. So which question word we will use here? Very good. Who? Who teaches you? Teacher teaches you. Who is used to ask about people. We'll see the next one. What is given? Dash animals have a short tail. Dash animals have a short tail. Here it came the choices. You have to find out which animals have a short tail. Very good. We have to use here the question word which. Which animals have a short tail. We'll see the next one. Dash birds are there on the tree. Now tell me here 1 and 2 birds. Now I have counted 2 birds. So which question word will come here? Yes, very good. How many? How many birds are there on to ask about the countable things. Here we can count birds 1 and 2. That's why we frame the question sentence by using a special word. How many birds are there on the tree? We'll see the next one. Dash, water is there in the bucket. Now you can see the bucket and inside water is there. You can count this water? No. So how it will become? It is uncountable. So which question word we will use for the uncountable? How much? Yes or no? The word, special word, how much is used to ask about uncountable things. We cannot count the water 1, 2, 3. We can count? No. So it will come uncountable. So that's why we use a special word. How much water is there in the bucket? So what, where, why, who, which, how many and how much. These are the special words. Begins with a capital letter and ends with a question mark. So all of you understood about the question words. The question sentences have special words which begins with capital letter and ends with question mark. So children, hope all of you understood this topic very well. Thank you. Be safe. Stay home.